Okay, let's move from Moses onto the book of Joshua, which you can call the book of the genocide. First, it disproves that God would be omnipotent, because he has a same effect as Superman has towards the kryptonite. In comic books, Superman is very much like the imagined biblical God. By he is so fast, he can be everywhere. He is invulnerable, and he has that superpower to make him almighty, and that sort of thing. But back to Joshua. What is wrong with Joshua? First, it directly contradicts the book of Judges, because in the Joshua is told that to eradicate entire nations, including men, women, infants, animals, even trees, and but all these nations come back in the book of Judges, more number and with more glory to them. So do not stand. Also, let's check what the Joshua says, that the Jewish nation arrived in the land of Israel and Judah with force, but they proclaimed the territories peacefully, with a slow immigration during the times. Now, also, according to real world evidence and common sense, check Jericho, the story of Jericho with its walls. But Jericho isn't a big city nowadays, but maybe that was it in the ancient times. But it is in a valley, what means to arrange it as a fortress is an absurd thought. And according to the real world evidences, the nations there before the Jews didn't even know what is a fortress. So they didn't build a city into a fortress style. Next, there is the city Ai, what, according to the evidences, were already ruined when the Jews are onto that territory. Also, the move into more story details. It tells that there were, I don't know how many kings, and they were enslaved by other kings. There were, it is, and you can count out that in that confound space there were too many kings. For each king you only had a country as big as a village, and that's not actually a kingdom. Also, they start to point out the promised cities of Moses, the 600 cities and the 48 cities to the Levites surrounded by walls. What the fact, the most glorious Jewish kings had approximately almost that number of cities surrounded by walls, but was much, much later. So the book do not stand either at all.